Hey, welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. It is the 26th of June 2018 and I'm here today for your daily energy reading. Welcome. If this is the first time to my channel, my name is Kathy and this is for no particular astrological sign. I'm just feeling into the energies of the day. Firstly, we just touch on the astrological energies that are around today, and then we use the tarot and oracle to just feel into if there's any more messages that want to come through. So today I've chose the Psychic Tarot by John Holland, and I also have the Journey of Love oracle for at the end. So welcome. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I would so appreciate if you press that little red button and join this growing little community. It really supports me. Hey Joe, how are you doing? I'll connect with you later. We will definitely hook up tonight, sweetie. Okay, so today, one of the personal planets, Mars, the masculine element in the masculine, yes, the ruler of Aries, some say Scorpio too, but Scorpio is also ruled by Pluto. So Mars is going retrograde today. Mars is the planet of building, action, motivation, innovation, taking charge, drive. So when it's going retrograde, it seems like it's going backwards, yeah? And this is going to be happening till the end of winter. So a couple of months, a month and a half-ish, for us here in the southern hemisphere to the end of summer in the northern hemisphere, obviously. So what does that mean? That means that you might not be rushing forward as fast. You might be just easing off a little bit, pulling back the reins, taking the foot off the pedal a little bit, and kind of taking some time to reflect. Anything that's what they generally say in the Mercury retrograde. It is a time to reflect. Not sure the slowdown feeling is feeling good. Okay, Joe. Yeah, it's only just going into retrograde today. So we tend to feel these energies straight away, but you know, there is always, I mean, sometimes when we want to just keep moving, keep building, it's that workaholic kind of mentality, keeping busy, driving ahead. It can become kind of an addiction, yeah, because it stops us from going within and reflecting on why we're doing it. Why are we doing this? Why are you doing a particular job? Hey Dave, how you doing? Why are you doing a particular job? What's going on? You know, why do you want to keep moving? Why are you doing what you're doing? And it's a really, really amazing time for going inwards. And maybe just getting into, with the Chiron in Aries and Mars rules Aries, it's really getting into, are you holding any resentments? Is there any emotional pain there? What do I want to heal during this slowing down period? What am I trying to hide from myself by working and driving and pushing myself to do all these things outwardly? Now is a time to just slow down a little and create a bit of balance in your life. So yes, Joe, maybe a little bit of time out and lots of self-love with your gorgeous daughter. Do lots of loving, lush pampering. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for being here. So also today, Moon in Sag. I'm a Sag rising. I felt this yesterday when it shifted 2:30. I felt that Saggy energy come in, and you really want to fire that arrow and move forward. But it's not necessarily in the outer, because the moon is all about emotions and receptivity and the feminine yin aspect. So it's a different sort of feel with the moon in Sag. So it is about adventure, but it's also that softness with it. It's not that drive and action of the masculine of Mars. It's and it's also trining Venus in Leo today, and Venus in Leo is also squared to Neptune in Pisces. So So there's kind of a playful, loving, optimistic kind of energy around today. Romance is heightened and seems easy. There's peace and happiness around. With the moon in Sag, you're kind of feeling good about yourself, feeling into what is fun for you, what do you love to do, and just feeling that freedom of being on your own, feeling like I can do anything. I can choose to jump in the ocean today. I'm free. It's a feeling of being free today. So that is really, really amazing. And also with the moon trine Venus, moon in Sag trine Venus in Leo, it's actually a positive day for financial decisions today too. Leo is all about confidence and, you know, putting your best self out there, but it's also very creative. Venus is all about money, value, beauty, you know, all of that with the juicy, watery aspect of Neptune and Pisces, that sort of fantasy. There's a real playful, soft energy around. Sorry, my little guy inside has just decided to play the keyboard, if you can hear any accompaniment at the moment. He kind of hasn't mastered it yet, as you can probably hear. He is 3. Okay. Also, we have Moon and Sag sextiling the Mars in Aquarius. So with that slowing down and the Moon in Sag is a little bit more lighthearted. So yeah, it's not completely slowing down. So there is still a sense of forward movement with the moon still in Sag, but obviously it's going to be moving into Capricorn tomorrow, I believe. So yeah, there is a sense of going into your emotions today. There is the same aspects as yesterday. We still have the Sun in Cancer sextiling Uranus and Taurus. So feelings and intuition guiding you to revolutionary thinking with regard to your physical work and manifestations. The Sun in Cancer is still squaring Chiron. So there is all of that healing energy around for us, the light shining on our deepest emotions and sensitivities for them to be illuminated and healed. Why are we attracting particular people into our life? Why are we having these experiences in our lives? You know, just really illuminating unconscious patterns instead of just repeating cycles over and over again. You actually have the ability with the Sun in Cancer squared Chiron and Aries to illuminate them and transmute them. Complete transformation, rebirth kind of energy. And with Mars slowing down, you're not so focused on drive, forward, external. So you have that slowing down energy to go inward and illuminate. Not always easy though. It's not fun to bring out past traumas and all of that sort of energy. But at the end of the day, you are going to feel a lot lighter, a lot clearer, and know who you are on a deeper level. And to me, the greatest experience as a human being is to know yourself better all the time through illuminating the most shadowy parts of yourself. I'm just learning, I'm just starting astrology. I've only just started studying in this last year, so I'm a completely amateur astrologer. I've been doing mine, but next term we're going to be getting deeper into that. So what I've pulled today from the Psychic Tarot is first the Intuition card, which is the High Priestess. This is the watery energy of Neptune and Pisces, Cancer, Jupiter and Scorpio. You have the power of the High Priestess today, that deep inner knowing. But the High Priestess is not about action. And we have the Four of Cups as well, the Four of Water, discontent and boredom. So this is not action either. In the standard deck, this is about a guy sitting blindfold under a tree with 3 cups in front of him and one being offered and just ignoring them all, just sitting there. So today there's a sense of understanding that the bigger picture playing out here. The guidance that you've been given, it might feel, you might feel a little out of sorts and a little like, oh gosh, it's kind of feeling, what's going on? What's this all about? And this is the Mars retrograde kind of energy. But ensure, like, you'll feel into that deep knowing that everything's perfect, that even though you're feeling sort of in a little bit of disarray regarding your emotions, sometimes we're thrust into sort of, not so much chaos, but thrust into these energies for us to reflect. And that's the Mars in retrograde energy, the Sun Cancer, Chiron Aries energy, illuminating those deepest intuitive knowings to really get to a deeper understanding about why are you not happy with what you've got going on emotionally in your life. What are your feelings telling you? What are your feelings telling you? Why are you perhaps attracting particular people into your world? And how can you illuminate this and trust the guidance that you're given? Maybe today you've been guided to go to a particular healer to illuminate some of these, this emotional dissatisfaction that just keeps coming up. Like you might just be keeping attracting the same type of relationship. And it's like, oh God, same person, different body. What am I doing? Why am I attracting the same person? Why do I keep getting betrayed? Why do I keep getting hurt? Why is this person like my father? Why is, you know, and so it goes on. Trust your guidance today to help you maybe break these cycles. Maybe break some of these patterns of discontentment and boredom in what you're attracting into your world. Yeah, the High Priestess is passive, so she actually doesn't do anything. She sits there. So we have the Devil as well here today. And it was exactly what I was touching on before. Sometimes that Mars masculine aspect causes us to look outside of ourselves for fulfillment. And this is going inward. This is trusting our deep inner knowing. This is looking for satisfaction externally through addictions, obsessions, it's codependency, it's anything addictive, materialism, being a workaholic, anything that's stopping you from getting to the heart of why this energy is in your life. Why are you dissatisfied? Why are you discontent? Yeah, we can keep masking our emotions. We can keep soothing ourselves, and yes, it's a natural thing for us to do. And please don't be hard on yourself about it, because we all do it to some extent, whether it's through food or TV or Facebook or work, or even reading, like constantly just putting your nose in a book. But that's kind of a healthy thing, but it's still like, if you've got something that you really need to face, it's still taking you away from really facing your deeper issues and your deeper emotional sensitivities and issues, because we have the Six of Cups here. We have a feeling of nostalgia here. The Six of Cups is all about feeling into the sweetness of the past, when perhaps you were in a very loving relationship, and maybe that's why you're feeling so discontent and bored now, because none of your relationships now match up to that one particular love that you had. Or this could be feeling into your childhood and the sweetness and innocence of being a child. Or it could signify your children. It's just a feeling of tapping into that heart space and that sweetness and that joy of what love is all about. And really, if we are moving from a space of love all the time, these energies here don't feature. Because is it loving to be out of balance with ourselves? Is it loving to sort of turn up your nose at things and sort of turn your back on something that could bring you great joy? Temptation. What does temptation mean to you? So these memories of love, so long as they're not creating a vibration of sadness and a feeling of lack of what you don't have now, because it seems like, you know, this is a backward kind of energy, that you're bored and discontent now because of what you used to have. But if we stay in this vibration, we're not allowing ourselves, allowing anything new to come through. I'm going to allow one more card to come up from this Psychic Tarot, and that just flew out because this, I love this. This is the Magician. We have 3 major arcanas here today. It is really strong energies today. Emotion of the Sun in Cancer, Jupiter, Scorpio, Neptune, Pisces. There's a lot of water around. You can create whatever you want. And yeah, maybe this love that you had was really beautiful. But like, if it was meant to still be in your life, it would be. The wheel is always turning. The seasons are always changing. And the best thing we can do for our emotional well-being is to accept. Accept when things are cycles ended, or things are, hey Joe, thanks for still being here. To understand that, you know, yeah, there are beautiful people that come into our lives, but you know, sometimes they're not meant to stay there for a really long time. They're meant to come in to teach us the lessons we need to learn, and then they go. When we stay, you know, it's not the 5 of Cups, so it's not emotional loss. It's just feeling into the sweetness of the past. So if you can keep a high vibration and stay here, then it's all good. But if you're like turning your nose to everything that's around you now, you are closing yourself off from the magic that you have inside you to create yourself anew, to open yourself up to receive more and more love. You are a master creator, we all are. But it's all about how we're vibrating. Are we looking externally for satisfaction? Or are we trusting our deep inner knowing? We've got the 1 and the 2 here. And using that intuitive, those intuitive nudges to guide us. Like we put the intention out there with the Master Magician. And then we trust the guidance that we get to then take gentle action to what we want to bring into our world. So perhaps your intention is to find a buyer for your home. You're wanting to sell your home. So you've put that intention out there that the, you know, the right buyer will come at the right time and you'll get the price that you're looking for. Your intuition may guide you to advertise in a certain paper, or go with a certain real estate agent, or be at a place at a certain time. And you might not understand why you're getting these nudges, but understand that magic is always happening if you allow it, if you're receptive to it. This is not really receptivity, this is kind of closed. And when we're too focused on what we don't have, or looking externally, looking externally for satisfaction, we actually do block off the purity of the guidance that we're getting. Instead would be like forcing it. Yeah, Dave, for sure. Email me. I'm happy to correspond with you. For whatever you wanna, whatever you wanna chat about, it's all good. Thanks for being here. So, really, really feel into how perhaps you are looking externally and maybe or getting some form of gratification externally through, wow, I've never seen this card before, through work, through eating, through alcohol, through, you know, anything. It's anything. Facebook, anything that takes you away from getting to know yourself deeper, to understanding why these energies are around. You know, we really have these energies with the Chiron and Aries aspect to the Sun and Cancer to really allow ourselves to heal so much at the moment. I know this is all backwards, which is kind of weird, but anyway, it says God speaks. I don't know why it does this when I do live. It's bizarre. Never mind. You just gotta roll with it. God speaks, number 33. And that's our intuition, yeah. Yes. The divine is speaking to you directly. Underneath the silence, there is an endless music of love pulsating throughout the universe. Within that sacred sound, there is guidance. It may or may not have words. It might just be a feeling in your heart that only you can access when you are still, relaxed, dancing in a yoga practice, or even half asleep. It assures you that behind any struggle or challenge, there is only ever the divine seeking you out, calling you to surrender some fear or doubt or other so you can move closer. This is perfect for me today too. Trust in the sound of love beyond anything else, for in truth, no matter what may appear to be, there is nothing else. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being loved into becoming. Be open to being shown the divine genius in all that is happening. If you feel you are being nudged, know that you are being nudged by the divine. If you feel you're being held back, know that you're being held back by the divine. Mars retrograde energy. All is happening perfectly for you. Hey Lil, how you doing? All is happening perfectly for you and will all unfold in divine timing. The divine is speaking to you. When you are captivated by the beauty of nature or an illogical sense that everything will be okay, listen. That's the divine talking to you, reassuring you that all is unfolding according to spiritual law and perfection, in perfect cooperation with your own destiny. So perfect for me today. Right, there's a little poem at the end here too. When the first sound was born, the air was filled with fantasy, like the flower's sweet perfume, alive in the moment. There was nothing else, only the energy coursing through my body and the tears on my cheeks. I was carried away on the strings, each note striking a chord within and answering with the emotions of my soul. How priceless the surprise, how powerful the memory to be with the violin when it sings. Emotions, yeah? And Lil, awesome that you're Cancer. This is a really powerful time for you to really, really use this energy with Chiron and Aries to illuminate and bring forth those gorgeous, watery, sensitive, intuitive feelings. Gain as much information as you can from them and heal whatever comes up. It's a very powerful time for all of us, but really, yeah, water signs, all of us, you know, for water signs, you know, they can handle this whoosh of emotion, this water. But for some of us, especially earth signs, all of this water can be, you know, we might want to drown in all this water, but we can always swim, yeah. I don't know how good bulls are at swimming though, hey Joe. But yeah, we've got, you know, it's just allowing and like everything's divinely guided, and to trust these inner nudges, to understand that we are the magic if we allow ourselves to be, if we allow ourselves to surrender to the beautiful magic all around us in any moment. I'm getting tingly again. I like all of these energies. These are heavy energies, the devil energies. There's always going to be temptations to take you away. Like, it's like, this is like ego. And what did Wayne Dyer said? Ego stands for edging God out. So we can trust our inner guidance. It may seem completely illogical at times. Like, believe me, I know. Externally, my world would seem chaotic to someone, you know, looking in. But I'm trusting at the moment. And it's amazing how things are magically unfolding. Trust, yeah. Trust in the guidance that you're given. And trust that these emotions and this water and all of these things that might seem chaotic and might be bringing up deep, deep emotions that are freaking you out. But if you allow them, if you allow the purification to come through and wash you, this water to wash and cleanse you, after this Cancer season, you know, and all these, we've got the eclipses coming up in August season, Leo season, you're going to be able to receive, you're going to have so much more space to receive the light that comes in during those times, the fire and the inspiration. Thank you so much for everyone that stayed and watched all of this. I so appreciate you being here. I really value everyone's presence. Feel free, if this is the first time visiting, to press that little red subscribe button if my energy resonates with you and the messages that I have shared today touch some part of you. Yeah, I'm truly grateful to be here in this time, space, reality, and because this has all been guided to do this, you know. Yeah, and it can be a lonely place sometimes, but it feels right, so that's why I'm doing it. Anyway, big love, deep blessings. Have an amazing Tuesday, and Jo, I'll be in touch. Big love. Bye.